What up, ladies and gents? It's your boy Spency, host of this week's episode of 3 Dudes, 1 Beer. This week we are talking about what you would buy with your stimulus, but for every item bought, it comes with a mild inconvenience that we randomly come up with. The rules for this week are if we say stimulus or even Biden bucks. Oh, and take a drink if Matthew talks because he likes the sound of his voice and just can't stop. Let's get a drink and enjoy the show. What up, and welcome to episode 25 of 3 Dudes, 1 Beer, a podcast where we play a stupid drinking game and answer weird-ass questions, one beer at a time. I'm your host, Spencer, usually the most sexy one out of the three of us, and joining me are the two ugly fucks that I have to deal with every single day of my life. Matt, what's up, dude?
I'm feeling pretty today.
You look pretty.
I'm still alive, Steve.
It's a good thing your life insurance is still rolling. We're good.
You're damn right.
And our other host, this motherfucker, David. What's up, man?
Hey, you're just hating on my donk, bro. Quit hating.
Yeah, that's true. What's really funny is normally I always call Matthew, and I was nice enough to call him Matt today. But you know what? Fuck that. I'm just going to call him Matthew to piss him off even more.
Don't take your horrible mood out on me. That's how I look at it.
I wasn't in a horrible mood, and I still am not in a horrible mood. It's just funny to act as if I am.
Listen, guys, somebody forgot to put mustard on Spencer's cheeseburger today, and he's been pissed about it ever since, so it's just getting rough.
No, it was the freaking onions they forgot to put on there.
Oh, the onions. Okay. That makes sense.
The mustard was on there already. So
that makes sense. Okay.
Well, that would just piss me off to put the mustard on there, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I just want to get this out of the way. So most of the time we play this stupid drinking game, and we have decided recently to change it from 5 to 3 rules only. And this week's rules are in the intro: stimulus, Biden bucks, and if Matthew even fucking talks, because no one wants to hear his shit. So if you hear Matthew even talk, you have to take a drink. You have to take a drink if Big Daddy over here says Biden bucks, because that's his favorite thing to say. And any interpretation of the word stimulus, like stimmy, the stim, I don't give a shit. You go and take a drink. Everybody clear with that? All right, perfect. Let's go into our lovely pregame questions. Anybody have any pregame questions for us? Going once.
How do you feel about the NCAA women?
Oh. Are we talking?
I'm gonna just pass that off to David.
Are we talking about the actual NCAA women's tournament, or are we
The
talking
tournament and their weight rooms, especially. Let's talk about their weight rooms and how you feel about this.
I didn't see this video or anything like that, but I heard it's quite a shit show, and it's pretty bad on how the NCAA handled this. So, from my understanding, is that their weight room is severely has very little compared to the men's. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah, that is correct. It's from what I understand, the NCAA said it was a space issue, and so they're showing this gigantic area full of space, and the women have a set of dumbbells and some yoga mats, and the men have a full working weight room.
That's pretty fucked up.
And this is a new a new revelation that just is coming out recently. I haven't really paid attention to the news.
I don't know. They just blasted it all over ESPN and a lot of the major news outlets recently.
So both the tournaments started this weekend, and so they're only played at select places, and so I guess these select places don't have the same weight rooms. I don't know if they're at the same place, that the men's and the women's are at the same places, so I assume they're going to have a men's weight room and a women's weight room, and they fucked up by not putting as much in the women's weight room.
I mean, did they have to really look good for the 3 fans that actually show up to their games?
I mean,
that's how I look at it.
I mean, come on. They're still athletes. They can still fuck me up. So,
well, yeah, athletes are not, but a professional curler and a guy that's in the NFL are 2 different things. And that's how I feel about it. I feel like a girl in the WNBA versus the regular NBA, they shouldn't make as much money because they don't have the fans.
I mean, I agree with that, but I'm not saying that they shouldn't have the proper weight room stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, they give that shit to swimmers, and what do swimmers have? What revenue do swimmers make?
Michael Phelps makes a shit ton.
Michael Phelps does. But what about the NCAA swimmers? We're still talking college here.
Yeah, they probably don't make anything, but that's their fault for being in a shitty sport.
I mean, I agree with that. The NCAA women still make more money than an NCAA men's swimmer or women's swimmer, for that matter. It doesn't matter.
You have to be doing it for the love of the game at that point, is how I look at it. I mean, realistically, nobody comes out here saying, I want to be the best professional frolfer in the world and expect to make billions.
You look like you'd be that kind of person, though, Matthew. You look like that kind of person.
I don't think Matt does not look like a frolfer to me.
Yes, he,
Yeah.
Do you froth or not?
I do not own a hemp necklace, so I don't think I can froth. That's how I look at it.
All right, I'll make sure to buy you one then.
Also, he doesn't. he says froth, not disc golf. So that's.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, I thought that all the cool kids called it frothing. I don't fucking know what that is.
No, it's disc
do that
golf.
shit.
That's me, man. I am the professional disc golfer.
Oh, professional disc golfer, professional doctor. I mean, professional dumbass too. I mean, which one do you want?
Okay, broken hand.
That's true. That's true. I do have a broken hand.
Yes, please elaborate a little bit more. You're like a fucking white version of the penguin over here. Just flap your arms for us.
Yeah. Obviously, no one else can see this, but right now my hand is in a splint, and I just broke my hand on Wednesday. Yes, St. Patrick's Day. And if you're going to ask, no, I was not out drinking at the bar. I just literally beat the stupid shit out of someone.
Why do people
I'm just
think
kidding. I wish that was possible.
He
What?
pretty much masturbated too close to a door frame. You do the math.
Yeah. No, I was leaning on the door frame with my left hand. I started going crazy, and then when I was at climax, I was just like, ah, and then I punched the door frame, and that's what happened. Broke my hand.
What? Why do people like think that whenever anything dumb happens, and especially around a holiday, it's when you were drinking? Like I got into an accident the day on New Year's Day. People were like, "Were you at the bars the night before?" No, I was driving for 3 hours the next day, starting at 8 a.m. Of course, I wasn't gonna go get hammered on New Year's Eve.
Right, and I have especially when I was at the ER on Wednesday night, having this looked at and getting the splint on there, the doctor was like, what happened? And this is what really happened. I ended up coming home from dinner with the family and tripped over my stupid dog and tried catching myself with my right hand, which is my dominant hand, and only hit my pinky and got what they call a reverse boxer fracture. And it didn't hurt at first, but the doctor was like, "You gonna stick to that?" And I'm like, "Why?" He goes, "Well, I mean, it is St. Patrick's Day. Weren't you drinking?" And I go, "I mean, I had a drink while I was at Olive Garden, but I wasn't drinking after that." So I had to explain the story like 3 times to the doctor. He's like, "Are you sure? Are you sure that's what really happened?" I'm like, God damn it! You just can't believe me? That's really what happened.
That's great bedside manner right there. Great bedside manner.
I just feel
Yeah.
I feel bad for any man that can't masturbate.
Yeah, using my left hand is a little tricky. It's a little tricky. I've done it already.
That's why I feel like you're a little angry right now. That's
Oh, I got the job done. That's not why I'm angry. But yes, that was a very terrible night. I had to end up calling a really good friend of mine. We'll just call him CB. And he lives not too far from me. David knows who that guy is. And he's an EMT, so he came over, checked it, and he goes, "Oh, yeah, you definitely broke your 5th metacarpal bone." Did I say that right, David?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was quite an experience, because I was not expecting that to happen out of something stupid like that. But it is what it is. All right. Any other questions?
Yeah. Why was this year so weird for St. Patrick's Day? Like I had corned beef and cabbage, and that's about it. Otherwise, I didn't do anything St. Patrick's Day related.
That's actually a really good question, Matthew. If you want to elaborate.
Oh no,
or
go
if
ahead,
you have
man.
an idea.
I was just I just move my hand involuntarily all the time.
That's true.
But I was also thinking. I think this is like that year where it's like, will they, won't they? And that's kind of like what it is. It's kind of like we kind of want to get in the pool, but we don't want to get in the pool because you're afraid that something's going to happen. And we're this close to everybody being like kind of back to normal, like vaccinated and everything. So I think that's where you're seeing let's get some corned beef and cabbage to go, and just lack of green beer.
Yeah, I'm not a green beer fan, and also I ate corned beef and cabbage at home this year. I made my own corned beef and cabbage this time. Oh, actually, well, okay. Besides the cabbage, I'm not a cabbage fan. But otherwise, to answer the question, I agree with Matthew. It's just I still feel like going out is a struggle, especially because we're still dealing with this COVID shit, and it won't go away for a while. I don't know. It's tough for places to have events to this day, especially in Illinois. We still have pretty good restrictions right now.
Saturday was bumping in my area. We went to brunch, and they were setting up for St. Patrick's Day, which for me is weird because you got to set up on St. Patrick's Day. But I don't know. Maybe it was partially the Wednesday, partially the COVID. That all could play factors into it.
Yeah.
I feel like whether or not you have a Democratic or Republican governor kind of plays into it too for your state. I hate to say that, but it kind of really does play a big toll.
I think
you're not wrong.
I think you guys have a Democratic and we have a Democratic as well. So yeah.
That's why Illinois just did the breathing tax. So yeah, I understand.
They tax everything here in Illinois. Yep. It does not matter what you do. They literally. What's the new tax they're talking about now?
I don't know. The government is taking everything from us, and now that they're giving us handouts, it's nice. But it's one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just everything is being taxed these days in this state, and it's not cool. But
why don't you like green beer?
Because it's just nothing interesting for me. It's literally just a fucking Bud Light or a Miller Light or whatever the fucking beer that's a domestic, and they put green dye in it. Big fucking whoop. I really don't. It does not get me going. If I want to go out for St. Paddy's Day, I'm gonna have a goddamn Irish car bomb and some Guinness.
That makes sense. I think the best green beer I've ever had was at Microphone Brewing Company, and they're like in Elk Grove Village, and they had a beer called Drunken Lullaby, and it was like a vanilla lacto coffee green beer that was actually really good and kind of crazy, and it wasn't Bud Light, so it was nice at that point.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing is a lot of places don't do that. Even craft breweries don't always dye their beer green for the occasion. They just say, that's how you're going to drink it. So what? And then other bars that are not actual craft breweries, they're just going to give you that Bud Light, Miller Light, Budweiser shit. Or Coors Light. I don't care.
I mean, I drink those, so it's just add the dye, I guess. I'm fine with it.
It's awkward. It's like running with an Oreo between your ass cheeks. That's how I feel about it.
Great episode. Just watched the first episode of Blue Mountain State the other day.
My goodness. Yeah, I have yet to watch any of that, and now that I'll be home for 8 to 12 weeks, I'm probably going to watch it now.
There's only 3 seasons. You might as well just binge it because it's fucking hilarious.
I mean, I just started binging American Gods again because I only watched like the first 2 episodes, and I had to go start episode 3. I think I'm on like episode 5 or 6 now. So I mean, they're an hour a piece. How long is the Blue Mountain State episodes? 20, 30, 40 minutes?
20.
Yeah, 20 minutes and you're good. I found American Gods the series is really hard to follow after the book. And that was one of the weird, and I hate to sound like that typical douchebag, but it is really hard for me to watch the series now and watch it jump back and forth versus where the book goes.
Yeah, I started noticing that. I mean, I read the book. I read the original American Gods book and then Anansi Boys. So watching the show, obviously I'm looking for everything that would happen in the book. And I know they go off on their own little tangent as well, but some of the stuff is just like, it doesn't even come close to what the book said. So it's not relevant at this point. Even on episode 5. I mean, whatever. I shouldn't have even read the book and I would have been fine.
That's kind of how I look at it. It's so out of sorts, and you're piecing things. You're going back and forth in your head, like, where was this in the book? And now I'm in that final season, and he's like in the town in like northern Minnesota there, and you're like trying to figure everything out, and you're going, okay, this is where this starts. All right, here we go. And it just the Stars has it a little bit confused, I think, but I mean that's their artistic viewpoint on it, I guess. And they're diving in a little bit deeper on some of the characters, like the god of telephone and Kid Electronic, everything like that. So it's kind of neat.
Yeah.
I think it's hard for.
Yeah, I mean.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I think it's hard for movies or TV shows to just stay towards the books and stuff. There are very few that can really stay to it. My buddy said that The Perks of Being a Wallflower is about as close as it ever got to the book being to the movie.
Killer movie, though.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. I think that Lord of the Rings books were pretty dang close to the movie was close to the book.
I'd say
not perfectly, but they did keep a lot of it the same.
I mean, a lot of the book was literally them walking around, and that whole first movie was them walking around. So yeah, that's one of those things.
Well, I heard that, I assume they left out quite a bit of stuff because, I mean, what are those books, like 600 pages? Something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Of greatness, yes.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, it's like 600 pages and you're trying to put it even in a 3-hour movie. You got to take out a lot, but it's not like, it sounds like they didn't add a lot to it, which is a lot what pisses a lot of people off, is when you add stuff or change things. Stuff like Ready Player One. Like, that book and movie are so vastly different. Like, I had to, halfway through the movie, realize, okay, this is different from what the book is going to be like, so I'm just going to like it for what it is.
Well, that's just the creative license of the director at that point, I feel like.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
If they're really a huge fan, or they just want to put their own spin on it.
Yeah. That's very true. All right, next question. I have a question for you guys. So, you're hanging out and getting it on with a hooker or a prostitute, whatever you choose. And she dies, but you still have 15 minutes left. What do you do?
Do you have 15 minutes left, or do you have an unlimited amount of time now?
But you paid for 15 more minutes, so let's just pretend that.
Are there any tools in the room?
You're in a hotel room. The basic hotel room that the door is on the outside of the building. With the big ass window right there.
Yep. Okay. First things first, I'm wrapping her up in the shower curtain and the sheet, and she's getting tossed out the window. I'm literally putting her into the back of the car. We're driving off to the interstate. I'm buying another gallon of gas. I'm lighting her on fire and pulling all of her teeth out. And then I'm walking away. I'm going to toss her teeth while I'm driving down the road, and like popcorn kernels randomly, and let somebody else find them. But at that point, good luck. And I'm getting off scot-free at that point. Done and done.
Well, now that you told us that, I'll remember that.
Just saying, that's where my all of a sudden this if that hooker dies, number one, I've been in there, so there's going to be seminal fluid, blah 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 blah. I don't want to have the rape kit done and get tested. Let's just get rid of her in general. She's already dead anyway, and she's a hooker. Who cares? Wrap her up, toss her out. Give me the credit card charge for the sheet and the shower curtain. Oh well, and turn and burn, baby. Treat her like a Pop-Tart.
But now you have to deal with her pimp, so
I'm out the window with her.
I don't know, man.
As long as I'm not on the third floor, I'm good. Third floor or lower, I'm fine. Anything above that, then it's getting sketchy.
Now you need to call someone.
No, I'm trying to jump with her and land on top of her at that point.
Oh my
She's already
God.
dead. What's it matter?
You're morbid as hell. All right, what about you, David?
My first question is, did I kill her? Like, how the fuck did she die?
I don't know. Let's just say that she had a heart attack.
All right, so she died. I am not as fucked up as Matt. I would probably just call 911 or something and just say, yeah, hooker's dead here, and come pick her up, and then leave. I would not continue fucking if that's what you were trying to go for there.
Yeah,
you creepy necrophiliac there.
Well, see, if I'm gonna if I'm going to pick up a hooker, obviously I'm not going to use my real name at the hotel.
Well, of course.
One, and then number two, if she died, I paid for an hour. She died in 45 minutes. I was already done a minute, like within the first minute of getting together. So
I was gonna say, yeah.
I mean, she's already cleaned up, got all that stuff out of her system. So now my semen's not anywhere close or anywhere on her anymore. Boom. And then she dies while we're playing video games. Oh, man, that's an easy out right there. I'll just run. I'll just leave her there and rot.
You are fucked up, man.
It's not as bad as his. He was trying to burn the car and throw getting her teeth out the car like popcorn kernels.
Also, why are you throwing him out like on the way out? Why don't you take him with and then go find like a random spot to throw him out? Like,
why would you throw all the teeth out together? Spread them out. It's even harder to recover.
No, I'm fine with that. But why would you do it on the way back from that highway?
It's just easier to pull them all out in the hotel room, wrap her up, and then take her for the burn. The shower curtain's going to protect your car at that point. So you want a sheet shower curtain, protect the car. Go get a gallon of gasoline. Done. It's done and over with then. Like I said, sprinkle the teeth out like kernels of popcorn on the side of the road as you're driving down. Just toss one out every now and again. Done. They're not finding her. They're not finding you. You're going to wash your hands. You're going to come home, kiss your wife, and make your kids some macaroni and cheese the next day, and you don't get a problem.
I think that's the fucked up part about this whole thing is we all have lives. So
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My goodness.
You can tell the levels I'm going to not get caught at this point. It's like, I'm not getting caught. This did not happen. Here we go.
Who's that? I don't know.
I don't know.
My goodness. Jeez, we got real morbid there. Okay, moving on. Any other questions?
After that, no. I lost all track of everything at that point.
Oh my
god.
I know. Yeah, that one was pretty
Dude,
bad.
what's the beer of the night tonight, guys?
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask that. What are y'all drinking?
I'm drinking Hop Slam again, boys.
That is the beer of the night. Good call. You drank that last time too. I'm glad you like it though. Mm-hmm. It's in his top 5, so
give that boy a hand.
I can't.
That's what makes it funnier for us. I'm sorry, Spencer. Give that boy a flipper and we'll throw you a sardine. There we go.
Oh man, I know I'm getting a lot of jokes left and right. People are like, "Here, let me help you." Like, I can do it. No, let me give you a hand. And then I sit there like, "Thanks, thanks a lot." Oh man, yeah, I was getting a lot of crap when I was playing D&D with the boys on Thursday, the day after it happened. Yeah, they would not live it down. So,
as they shouldn't.
No, they shouldn't, and I think it was pretty funny. I'm having a good time. So,
all right, Matt.
All right,
Matt, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking Thirsty from Microphone, Double India Pale Ale. It's got my favorite hop in there, Nelson Sauvignon. I was talking with you before the show started. I took one drink and I went, "Oh shit, this is way too good and this is dangerous at this point." And it's just a really good beer. So, Spence, what do you got, man?
I am drinking Noon Whistle. It's a Cosmo Pale Ale. I think I did it last time. Maybe not. I don't remember. It is from Noon Whistle Brewing. It's pretty good. It's just a nice little pale ale. Not too bad.
What's a Cosmo Pale Ale?
I'm not sure. That's a good question. Probably with Cosmo hops.
That probably makes sense. Like, I don't...
Yeah, it's not for me, man.
Their stuff with me is really hit or miss. They're a local brewery. They're like inside the Chicago suburbs, and they make some stuff that's just great.
Yeah, Lombard and Naperville.
Yeah. Their squishy series, whenever it's squishy, I try to buy it. It's usually pretty good. Or the gummy or squishy. Which sounds horrible, but yeah, it's actually pretty good beer at that point. But anything else, I stay away from.
Are they in Lombard and Naperville, or is that which are the beers that they have as well?
No, that's where they are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the towns. Lombard and Naperville, Illinois.
Okay. Yeah, I know where Naperville's at.
Yep.
So.
Okay. Yeah, Lombard is just in the suburbs too.
Okay.
So. All right. Any others? Anybody checking? No. All right. I guess nobody else has a question. I have one more question before we move into our lovely topic. What would you do for $1 million? You know, kind of like what would you do for a Klondike bar, but what would you do for $1 million? Now, it doesn't have to be crazy. I'm not even going to let Matthew go because I know he's going to come up with something stupid morbid. Like, over the top. Like, he would literally probably come to your house, finger bang your grandma while eating mashed potatoes or some stupid shit. I don't even know what goes through that fucker's head.
Sounds legit.
Yeah. Too legit to quit on that one. All right, Big Daddy, what you got for me?
I thought Matthew was going to start with, so I'm going to take a hooker to a hotel.
For $1 million, I could take a hooker to a hotel.
That's a lot of hookers in a hotel. Depending on the hotel, you know.
Man.
Well, I think the smart thing to do would be to, streak at a public event. Because then the fine is only like, what, $5,000? And then I get $995,000.
95. There you go.
Hey, I'm a doctor, not a mathematician. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, a doctor that's going to prescribe 3,000 pills to the wrong guy, but then you accidentally we're supposed to put 30.
Oh,
yeah,
shit, you're right, math. Son of a bitch.
You should probably know your math. I'm just saying, if I got a doctor that said that, I'm like, oh, boy. I gave him 3,000 milligrams. I meant to only do 300. Oops.
Sorry, Spencer, you got too high of a dose there. My bad. Those pain pills for you.
Yeah, the pain pills they gave me for this is not enough. I need more.
Oh, God.
But, okay, so, continue.
I mean, that's something that I would do. I guess it's hard to, it would be better if if you gave me a scenario and then see would I do that for $1 million. But I think...
All right.
But I think it's a fair question. I'm not doubting your question here. Don't get mad at me, Daddy.
No, you okay, baby. Okay. How about this? Would you punch your firstborn baby for $1 million?
Yes.
How hard?
Now I know.
Yeah.
Like a normal punch, not like you hardcore swing back and just pop them. Just a nice little quick jab right in the face. Yeah. What do you think? Would you do it for $1 million?
Yes.
I was gonna say yes. Okay. What about you, David? Would you?
Oh, I said yes at the same time, Matt did.
Yeah,
so.
we all did a resounding yes together.
Okay,
It's like
okay. Look, the doctor bill will be fine. The lawsuit will be all right. I'll still have the rest of the money.
There's a lawsuit? Cool. Who's giving a lawsuit?
Who's suing you
Your
for
wife.
hitting your own kid?
Your wife.
I think
damage.
I figure
done.
for $1 million, she's probably good with it. Like that's
Yeah,
gonna go a long
right.
way for that kid's future. Like
Yeah,
I'm doing this for you, Billy. Boom. Done. That's it.
There's Billy's college fund right there.
Oh my god.
All right, that's a good one.
All right. Think of some other stuff that we would do for $1 million, like a good scenario.
There's really not much I'm not going to do for $1 million. That's the problem. Like,
would you do a butt enema of absinthe for $1 million?
It's just an absinthe enema. Why not?
Man, that would hurt, but sure.
It's gonna burn, but it's $1 million. I feel like there's like, it's like, what would you do for like 250 grand? I feel like that's the threshold where you're thinking, well, that's like maybe 2 years worth of money. It's not like a lifetime worth of invested right. 250 grand. What would you do for it?
250 grand.
250 grand. One shot, cash. What is the limit to you? Are you gonna let Mike Tyson fuck you in the ass for 250 grand?
Hell yes.
No, but I'd let him punch me.
Okay, so you'd let him punch you, but you wouldn't.
I'd fucking go down like a champ, and I'd wake up like with a huge ass smile on my face, like, yeah, 250. Here we go.
Okay, that makes
Cashing
sense.
that check.
I mean, I'll do that, but if we get lube, yeah, I guess I'll do it for 250 grand.
I mean, it's bargaining at that point because you're really trying to bargain to get the most you can out of it. So you're like, let's start with, all right, you're gonna get done in the butt. All right, no, I'm not gonna get done in the butt, but I'll let you knock me out for 250 grand. That's a deal. Okay, done.
Right.
You know, that's how I look at it. It's like,
Let's call Mike Tyson now.
right.
We'll ask him.
I'll eat a bull testicle, whatever the hell that Spencer had.
A bull testicle.
Whatever you had.
Was that a Rocky Mountain oyster?
Rocky Mountain oyster. There we go.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain oyster. You do that for 250. I'd do that for $5, whatever it costs to get the appetizer.
What if it was a pickled bull oyster, uncut?
I don't know.
Bull
man.
ball. You gotta eat it like an apple.
And then
People used
and then when you're trying to get it out, it's like a huge pop noise, like a
Yeah.
out of the freaking jar.
Yes.
people used to do worse.
Can you fear factor that? Because that's like old school Joe Rogan fear factor, where they're choking down like buffalo semen and like random shit like that.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of when they did Dave Chappelle did the episode of Fear Factor when he was like the guy that needs all that crack and shit, and then he's this is I can't remember the testicle, but it was like something penis and they like an animal penis and he's like, oh, I'll eat that, hell yeah, I'll eat that, and he puts like hot sauce and shit on it and starts just going to town, and then he gets his girl to start eating. I'm like, oh god damn. Obviously, you know it's not real, but it was fucking hilarious.
That was one of the best episodes of Chappelle's Show ever, because him just looking at Joe Rogan going, there's something you don't know about me, Joe. I smoke rocks. Then he's looking at, y'all got some hot sauce? Dump, 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 like that.
Yeah.
That was... Oh,
I think I'm gonna take a nap in these worms.
Pulls out the New York Times and he starts reading
it. Stupid. All right,
that show was comedy gold.
It's such a genius show.
Speaking of sketch comedy and drug addicts, I just watched the Chris Farley Down by the River sketch. The Matt Foley.
I live in a van down by the river.
You're gonna be living in a van down by the river.
Down by the river. Yeah, it was great.
Who is your guys' favorite dead comedian?
I think it's got to be Chris Farley for me now. Robin,
Let me get back to you on that
Robin
one, 'cause
Williams
I
is
can't
actually
think of
one of my favorite too, though.
Who would you say?
Robin Williams, maybe.
Robin Williams, not bad.
Bernie Mac.
I'm a Mitch Hedberg guy. I love Mitch Hedberg.
I'm trying to remember who Mitch Hedberg is.
I'd have to go with Bernie Mac, man.
Bernie Mac was really good, though. He was classic. He did everything right. Chris Farley was over the top. Mitch Hedberg was just...
Well, Chris Farley was over the top because he was always on drugs.
Well, yeah, that also helps.
Well, yeah, it took the edge off. While also being like... nuts.
Yeah, I felt like Mitch Hedberg was just like the irony of what he said. He was like, man, you know what's the best stocking stuffer? A severed foot. You know, it's just stuff like that I just thought was hilarious to me.
Damn. I mean, it is true.
He's like, NASCAR, man, you must really like Tide. You know, it was just stuff like that where it just cracked me up. And it was all one-liners, and it was just really funny, and I liked the guy because it was just like zing, zing, zing every time. So
we're just talking of like just favorite comedians, not necessarily have to be stand-up, right?
No, it doesn't have to be anybody. It's like if they're dead, like, and there's somebody that you liked listening to, And they could be metaphorically dead. You could say like Nick Swarsden.
Oh god, that's fair.
That's funny. All right, I got one more before you answer that question. Would you eat a ball of hair that you just pulled out of your bathtub drain for $1 million?
Yes.
Do I get hot sauce?
No.
No, I can't do that.
Oh, wow, you
I
found
can't do
one
that.
thing.
I can't do that. That is absolutely the most disgusting. I've done enough punning.
I just pulled some out the other day too, and it was
Yeah.
instant gag reflexes. Like, not good, not good.
Also, John Candy. He's also pretty great.
Yeah.
John Candy was pretty much ahead of his time at that point.
Yeah, it was.
I'm trying to think of the other one that I really liked, but whatever.
A ball of hair.
Oh, George Carlin. I loved George Carlin.
His comedy was great. His idea that
Well, it's because everything was real to him.
yeah,
Realism.
and I like that. He was like, yeah, people slowly die from drinking their own saliva, and it was stuff like that just made me laugh.
Yeah, and and my favorite thing about George Carlin was that he would teach you at the same time he would be comedic, I guess. Like he'd be telling the audience how the government works as an example, but his sketch was like cussing them out and making everybody just die laughing, like, why are we dealing with this shit?
He had a really good skit about candy corn and about how nobody likes candy corn every Halloween.
Nobody fucking likes it.
Candy corn is not that bad.
I hate it, man. And it's even worse when bars try to make their like fancy little shots. Oh, it's a candy corn shot. Woo! That's fuck off. No thanks.
I don't think I've ever had a candy corn shot. I don't think I ever want a candy corn shot. That's just one of those things.
I never had one. I'm just saying that I've seen bars like that's like a special for Halloween night.
Whoa! Don't get so defensive, buddy. It's okay if you
I'm-
took it.
I'm a-
It's okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Yeah.
Is there anything that like people usually hate that like you like? It's like candy corn. Sounds like Matt kind of likes or doesn't hate it.
I guess for me, I like lemon jelly, and I have never found anybody that actually likes it. So when I go to Trader Joe's, I always buy lemon curd, and I think it is the best stuff in the world. And my wife, my kids, my neighbors, everybody I know thinks it's absolutely disgusting.
You're one of those Trader Joe fucks.
I love Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's
Yeah,
is great.
you are a basic bitch.
I love it. That's my dog's favorite dog treat place, so I have to go there. Like he gets treated like a king.
Whatever. Stupid.
Man, Trader Joe's is not bad.
I mean, I've only been there one time, so I guess I shouldn't say anything.
I went there like last week. I got dog treats, blood oranges, which I absolutely love because they're now in season, which my kid and I go nuts over, and then some guavas.
Blood orange is so good.
And I was like, that was it. Like I just got in there, went in there, got a couple things, came out, done. And it's like, oh, and their coffee's dirt cheap, so I buy a shit ton of coffee.
Yeah, I just do the beer or not the beer, the coffee club for Black Rifle.
How is their stuff so far? That's what I was going to ask you. You told me about it about a month or two ago, and then I never asked you how it was.
Yeah, I actually do the Blackbeard's Delight, and as you know, I'm pretty sure you're the same way where you do the whole bean
Yes.
because it gives the best flavor after you grind it fresh right then and there. So I do whole bean Blackbeard's Delight from Black Rifle Coffee Company, and it is phenomenal. It's good, really good on its own, but I do like a little creamer in there. Usually like the little Funfetti or white mocha. Those are my two favorites, and it makes it really good.
I'm excited right now because it's coming around Easter, and the Peep Screamer comes out right now, and that's
It's out now.
It's out?
It's already out.
I've been-
Yeah, it was out last week.
I missed the Peep Screamer this week at the grocery store. I don't know how I did.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would literally almost picked some up too, and I try not to because I love it. It's so bad.
It's a guilty pleasure. It's like sitting there in your house, like in wearing pink pajamas, eating cotton candy, and it's just
the worst creamer to ever have is the Irish cream. I don't like it.
It's never good. I don't know who buys
It's
that.
never been. Idiots.
So, Matt, do you also like Peeps then?
No, my wife likes Peeps, but I do not like those things.
But you like the Peeps Creamer.
The Peeps Creamer is fucking delicious.
I was gonna say Peeps is actually something that I'm okay with.
Ugh.
That's fine.
Nope.
That's fine. I don't.
There was another one that I tried once. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't buy it, but it's not as bad as people say it is for me.
Fruity Pebbles coffee creamer.
I've heard that's good.
That's to die for. I usually when I see a brand new flavor, I try to pick it up to test it. I'm like, maybe this is like my new favorite one. And some of them let me down, like the one from Cold Stone Creamery. They had, I can't remember the flavor, but it was like a swirl flavored, and it was not good. Not good at all. And what's the other one? French vanilla? That's so basic, man. That's what every gas station has, so that got worn out real fast for me.
That's like the missionary sex of creamer. I don't want to do that.
It's so basic.
It is very basic. It's just horrible at that point.
I'm not trying to be like a prissy bitch and get all the fancy creamers, but
you're trying to be a prissy bitch and get all the fancy creamers. Got it.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Because I want my coffee to taste good I drink coffee every day.
And Peeps Creamer, if you have a problem with us drinking Peeps Creamer, I'll fucking fight you. I really will. It's delicious.
I will say it, because of Easter, another favorite of mine is the Reese's eggs. The Reese's why can I not think of the freaking Reese's peanut butter cup eggs?
Those are also delicious. Yes,
they're delicious.
Those are the best out of all of them. It has like the perfect amount of chocolate to peanut butter. It's like the perfect ratio.
The Christmas trees are delicious for around Christmas time. I feel like they're just as good.
I disagree. I think the eggs are the best. That's a guilty pleasure.
I can understand that. I can definitely understand that.
I would not call that a guilty pleasure because it's still Reese's.
So is the Thin Mints coffee creamer. I just thought of that too.
Thin Mints coffee creamer.
God damn, all these fucking coffee creamers.
Dude, coffee creamer is life. Bro.
Hey, I'm also going to admit that I like Malort.
Oh,
I do.
Wow.
I do like Malort. I really do like it.
Wow.
You also like dick, so no surprise here.
Yeah, I know, but
you're the only person I've ever heard that likes Malort.
I won't order it ever because people look at you weird if you were like, "Hey, let's do a shot," and I'd be like, "I can think of other things that I like more." But if somebody is like, "Hey, you want to do a shot of Malort?" I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll do a shot of Malort."
I'll smack that person, and then for $1 million, I mean.
Then I'll drink it.
I'll do a shot of Malort.
I'll do a shot of Malort for $1 million.
I guarantee.
Actually, I'll go as low as 250,000. That's where
I was going to say, I want to do it for 250,000.
I was going to say, what is your minimum threshold for a shot of Malort? That's the question.
250,000. I will chug the whole bottle for $1 million.
Ooh.
Oh,
because it's literally only a few seconds.
That's a lot of diarrhea.
Yeah, but I got $1 million in my bank now.
I've never had a shot of Malort, so I will do it for 100.
Wow, $100?
Because I've never had it, so I don't know what it actually tastes like. But I'll do it for 100.
You know, it's cheaper to get it at the bar. It's like $5. I'm just kidding.
I'm going to treat it like T-shirt gay. 20's a 20. I'm good.
I'm not gay, but $20, $20.
That's how I look at it. It's like, whatever. I call it T-shirt gay. Done.
Oh, my goodness. That's funny.
That's one of my favorite lines ever. I really need that on a T-shirt.
All right, I think that's all the questions we have, unless you guys have any others.
No, sir.
Nope. All right. So let's order another drink and, get into our topic. Oh, yeah. All right, you dum-dums. We finally got our second drink. Well, actually, I think I'm on like beer number 4. But, whatever. And I'm going to bring up a topic that I think would be really fun to do with you guys. This one is because recently the government decided to pass a 1.9 trillion, or isn't it trillion? I think it was $1 trillion budget. and each person got $1,400. Yes, that's what I called my kids this week as well. Just letting everybody know. $1,400, $1,400. Yep. Anyways, I want to know what you guys are. What you guys gonna do with that stimulus money? But after you tell me what you're gonna do or buy, the other two of us are going to create mild inconveniences that will really upset you. So I'm going to have David start with something that you would buy, and then Matthew and I are going to come up with a mild inconvenience that would really fuck with you.
All right, I've already bought the first thing with it. I have bought a new microphone with an audio interface and headphones for the podcast. So if I sound
his mild inconvenience is his voice.
Oh, I was gonna say, if I sound sexier, that's because of that.
The mild inconvenience is your microphone always swings down like a limp dick.
That's very true. That's actually very true.
It did happen already.
Yeah, because
so technically we didn't create that.
Yeah.
The microphone stand, the holder for the microphone does not fit this one. It's a thick boy. That's what.
It's a thick boy.
Are you saying it's girthy?
It's girthy.
It's got some girth.
It's like when Stifler goes, "I have an 11-inch penis around." That's what it's like.
Oh man.
So.
All right, so we created a mild inconvenience, but you also had your own mild inconvenience. So that was pretty fun. Matthew?
Well, I don't. It's a tough one for me because I didn't count on the stimulus. I'm not getting one, but if I was gonna get one, I guess I would say I would probably buy golf clubs.
Okay.
All right. So the first mild inconvenience is that they are not the right size for you.
Like smaller?
It doesn't matter. They're not actually the actual length that you need.
All right, so that would probably bother me a little bit, but I was going to say if it was left-handed clubs even, because I'm a righty, I proved to my buddy the other day that I could hit a ball farther left-handed than he can right-handed. It's fractured our friendship, but it was funny for me at the time, so it's one of those things.
All right, I got another one. All your golf clubs have little scuff marks on them. Made by me, yours truly.
I really
instant regret.
That's a lot for me to handle. That. Oh, all right. So let me explain. Let me explain this. Dummy marks. I call them dummy marks. They're resoundingly called dummy marks, where everybody has done a made one, but it's an absolute embarrassment to have them on your golf clubs. And it's just one of those things, and so it just really bothers people. Like when somebody sees it, they automatically go, "This guy ain't shit." So that to me, it's giving me heartburn thinking about it right now. Actually,
yeah, he's getting all choked
I know.
Up right now.
That's one of those things that really that is something that really bothers me. There are very few things that really bother me, but scuffing my golf clubs is one of them. And then another person touching my face, like a grown man touching my face, makes me shudder just as much as that. And that's really bad. So
I will remember this. I'm just gonna caress your face next time.
Oh, you will see me shut down. You will see a 6 foot, 250-pound man shut down. Like I go almost fetal. I can't handle it. My friends think it's hilarious to do it to me from behind. My buddy Jim used to just walk into my house and just touch my face. Like he would just put his hand right on my cheek, and he'd just see me clench up and freeze. Yeah, and it's like my kryptonite. I can't handle it. And if you scuff my golf clubs, that's. That I can't even.
He's getting all.
I can't even do it. I can't even do it. I can't. It's really hard. It's a very hard thing for me. Like scuffing golf clubs, it's barbaric. Like, why do you do that? It's like a hate crime to me.
Oh man, so then I definitely did. I committed a crime to you. I'm sorry.
I took care of it, but man, it's just one of those. It's one of those things. Oh, that makes me itch. Oh,
Well, I can't live up to that because I had a couple more. But all right, the next one is your what? Now that you have another set of golf clubs, your wife wants to use the other set to come with you. I don't care if she doesn't want to golf. Now she wants to golf with you in this hypothetical situation.
no.
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 No, she's just
why not?
She's gonna continue to hard pitch you for it.
Oh, you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice.
She could ride the other cart.
But she still has to use your golf your old golf set.
They're my old golf set. It's like her telling me she wants to make out with my ex-girlfriend. Like, I give a fuck. It's fun to watch. Do I give a shit? No. It's fine with me.
Until she scuffs them.
Can we not talk about that?
Oh man.
And then the other one is they're not the stiffness that you want. They're not the actual.
That would really bother me, actually. That would, yeah, because I would break half of the clubs before the round ended at that point. It would just be whipping around all over the place, and they usually, if the club doesn't have, never mind, it's too technical, I swing fast, it would just break, and that's why I look at it, and it's just not fun.
So you need it more stiff than flexible.
I need those Viagra shafts, yeah.
Yeah, good.
So I have one last one for this. You order this new set. You go and get them tested. You know, you let's say you go to Golf Shack, so you know exactly what you're buying. But when you go and pick them up, after you got new grip on them, all they are mini golf putters. That's all you get to golf a whole 18 hole.
I feel like he wouldn't pay for that though. Like it would just be like.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay for that, but if somebody wants to bet me, I bet I can beat a lot of people with just 18 putters.
Okay. All right.
I really think I could. Like, I'm not saying that I'm great, but I could beat a lot of people with just a putter, I feel like.
You probably could. Yeah, I'm not a golfer. I mean, obviously, from the scuff marks I provided to your set.
Also, that's a lot more than a mild inconvenience.
Yes.
that's
Fuck 'em.
like a straight what the fuck just happened to my goddamn golf club.
Actually, that wasn't as bad as the scuff marks. I think that was like an extreme inconvenience for him.
Well, I mean, it's a mild inconvenience if you think about it, but to him, it turned into, oh, my fucking butthole just really puckered up right there.
I literally committed fraud because Spencer allegedly put some dummy marks on a golf club. So, allegedly. And so that's how I look at it. I just can't. No, I can't handle that. I cannot handle it.
You're
right,
kind of happy that you don't have these Biden bucks now, huh?
Yeah,
You'd
it's
be
like,
scuffing them up.
what am I going to do? Buy a couple more golf balls? Like, it's fine. Like, that's how I look at it. It's just like, it is whatever. There are people that could use it more. I get it. I'm not. So it's better to go to them than to me.
True that.
All right, there you go.
All right, Spencer.
All right, with my stimmy, I got myself an iPad, brand new iPad.
Nice.
Yeah, how are you gonna like it when the kids want it all the time?
They're not gonna get it.
Oh, it doesn't matter. They're gonna ask for it all the time.
They won't know I have it. I think one of them does. That's not good. Never mind. They have their own tablets. They don't need the iPad.
That's what you think.
My mild inconvenience is you have the first iPad that runs on AA batteries.
God, I'd have to change them fucking daily. Like once a day for that. See how much power they freaking use?
My mild inconvenience is they don't have private browsing.
Well, that's a good thing my phone does.
Where would we be in our life without incognito mode?
Private mode is the way to go, baby.
You're the fucking hero.
Oh, yeah.
You want to look up sketchy shit? It's okay. Just put it in incognito mode. Nobody will find out, ever.
Oh, man. That would be bad. That's actually not too bad of a one. No private mode or incognito mode. That would suck if I watched porn on that. And then you could look it up via the history right away. Like, oh shit.
That's actually the biggest minor inconvenience of all of it. You cannot delete the history on that iPad.
Oh man. Oh man.
And see what kind of fuckery comes from that. Like, it's just like,
I'm fucked.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
Royally fucked.
And that's another mild inconvenience. That storage is only 16 gigs.
Oh man. I don't know if that's like a mild. Let's do like 1 gig.
Well, I mean, I would say 16 is still mild because, I mean, what? The iPad's got to be at least 64 gigs, I would assume, for storage.
This one's a 32.
Oh, is it? Okay. 8 gigs. We'll go with 8. How's that?
All right, that works. I guess. I mean, music takes up a lot of space already, and I actually had to turn off my iCloud sharing from my phone to the iPad for photos. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. And then there was something else I did. But yeah, contacts, photos, music, video, anything, that instantly will go way over the 8 gigs. So you're right. That would be a mild inconvenience for me. Because most of the time when I buy a brand new phone, I get the 250-something gigabytes for the iPhone.
Damn.
Yeah, I get the big one.
I don't share anything with my wife. Like, we have a shared, like Google Photo Cloud or whatever it is, but I will never ever contribute to that thing. Like, I don't want to share anything that maybe gets something sketchy. Like, I'm like, oh, that's hilarious, and then have to answer the questions of why she thinks that, you know, a midget hanging himself in a closet is funny. Like, so I just don't want to go with that. So it's just not a good idea. So
Right. Yeah, that would not be good, but whatever. Okay, any other mild inconveniences for that? I think, like what you said, David, where my kids would constantly be asking me for it, that's a mild inconvenience. I'd keep telling them to fuck off, and they won't. They're just like, no, can I have it? No, can I have it?
100%. Like,
that's what my kids do.
Yeah, when I'm out and about and they don't have, like, they're bored or something. For example, when we were at Verizon and they were bored, oh, can I have your phone? Can I play Mario Kart?
I told you.
Oh.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh my god. Just go sit down on the bench, twiddle your fucking thumbs, and shut up.
Do what we used to do, God damn it, before the fucking phones.
Right. I used to sit there and like have to. If I didn't listen to my dad when he told me to do something, I get beat up.
I think that's the difference between us and kids nowadays. Like, they kind of need that kind of little bit of ass whooping, a little bit. Because my parents would be like, go over there and play with the carpet yarn and try to make a house out of it. You know, it would be like something like that. Like, brush up enough that you can keep yourself occupied. We have adult stuff to do. Kids nowadays are, Dad, can I have your iPad? Can I have your iPad? Can I have your iPad? Over and over again. And it's just annoying.
Yeah, that's why they got tablets from Santa. Wink, wink. And they were just cheap ones. But...
Oh, Zombie Santa does it again.
Zombie Santa.
No, I got the Santa from Futurama.
Oh, okay. God.
The one that lives on Saturn.
Speaking of that, my son is already asking about Krampus for next year.
Ooh,
and
nice.
Yes!
I have him started on Krampus and explaining to him that if he's bad, Krampus will come for him. He is deathly afraid of Krampus, especially when you Google pictures of Krampus. It makes it even better because it's just like one of those things where he's like shitting himself a little bit every day, wondering if Krampus is coming to bring him a coal and a switch.
Nope, they'll bring a hook and he'll hook him into his bag and fucking kill him. That's how Krampus works. He kills the little kids. He devours them.
Okay.
Thanks, Jeffrey.
My next set of Biden bucks are gonna.
I don't live in Milwaukee.
My next set of Biden bucks are gonna go to kayaks for me and my wife.
There's a little hole in it.
That's not even mild. That's a major inconvenience right there.
No, just a little one where it's like it slowly seeps in there.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Still sinking.
Your wife has to sit in that kayak pantsless, and it's got a dildo shaped of her ex-boyfriend in it.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't care.
He'd rather take that over the fucking hole in the goddamn kayak.
You're not wrong.
I see
You're
how.
not wrong.
He's like, as long as somebody finishes this trip, all right.
You're not wrong.
At least someone's satisfying her.
I already know one inconvenience for it outside of those two. But
Okay.
yeah. No, you guys gotta keep going, and then I'll say it later.
Your paddle looks like Swiss cheese.
Yeah. Just doing the doggy paddle outside. That would really suck. I mean, just having to just put your hands in there and just like I went in the fucking kayak because I didn't want to goddamn swim. Okay, I didn't want to put my fucking hands in the water.
I feel like it'd be hilarious if they made a fishing wader / kayak, so like you could actually stand up in the kayak and walk in the shallow areas and then plop yourself back in for the deeper areas. That would be hilarious at that point. And then you could walk around and literally try to hump your friends with your giant kayak dick. I think that'd be funny.
Giant kayak.
I got a giant kayak dick and it's coming for you. Here it goes.
Gigantic.
It's a giant kayak.
Yep.
It's huge. Yeah, I don't have any other mild inconveniences for that.
So the one I was thinking of was, can't find something to put on my roof for it to transport them.
Oh, like the bars.
Yeah. Can't find
the travel rack.
That's
Exactly.
pretty PG. I was hoping that every time it got wet, it smelled like dog shit.
Ooh.
That's where I'm going with it.
Ooh.
And
Be
then you
returning
wrap her
those
in a
bitches.
shower curtain. Then you burn her, and then you sprinkle the teeth in the lake. That's how this works.
Yeah, returning those
Every time you get in, you tip it every single time. You're able to get back up, but every time you get in, you tip it. I know it's not that crazy.
Every 10 minutes on the dot. It tips.
Every 10 minutes.
Full 360 rotation. Boom, dog, get back
That's
up.
quite an inconvenience fucking name, man. That would really suck. Holy shit.
Really-
It would.
You're like, oh shit, babe. We're like in 2 inches of water here. All right.
You slap the girl like and then you come back up like, oh.
Go down, Dave. Come back up looking like Freddy Krueger. Yeah, because you just got dragged on gravel. Yeah, that would be horrible.
The wife would be like, man, you do look a little better after that.
I told you, man, you are the porn star Smurf, the Ninja Dick 5000. You gotta, we're staunch men in this here. We gotta build each other up. That's how this works.
Hey,
Yeah, bro.
I'm the Ron Jeremy. See, I got the big dick, but I look like fucking shit, okay? That's okay.
It's part of how it goes. Spencer's over here. He's got that big, beautiful smile every day. He's ready to go. He's happy. He's got like 10 million kids. Use a condom someday. You know, it's like one of those things. Like, we all have to be, like, we got to build each other up, you know?
I got that. Snip, snip.
Yeah.
Yo.
Exactly. But Spencer and I are shooting Holocaust victims at this point, so it just sucks for us. But, Dave, you're our only hope to have a live child now.
Oh, my goodness.
That's
You're the last of the breed, bro.
the plan. Have a kid, man. It'll happen. There's something with my stimmy money. Mild inconvenience. Buy kayaks. She gets horny. No condom on. Have a kid. Mild inconvenience.
Man.
Yeah, the only mild inconvenience of that is like if you don't live in a pro-life state. That's it. So it's one of those.
That's very true. All right, Matthew. What about you? Another one?
You know, it's something that I'm going to buy with my hand out. I am going to go with a 1995 Toyota Camry with 127,000 miles in the color of candy apple red.
I mean, that thing's going to last you for a very long time, so that's well worth the money at this point.
I mean, Toyotas do have long lifespans, but the water heater broke.
In what, my house?
No. Sorry, the water pump. My bad.
Oh, the water pump broke. Okay.
Sorry.
I was like, what does that have to do with it?
The water pump is broke twice already on my Toyota Corolla. So
Okay, that makes sense. You know what?
Sorry.
At that point, I am going to treat it exactly like the cheap car that it is. And Spencer and I are going to go out with some allegedly with some bottles of King Cobra, and we're going to go cruising around a farmer's field, and we're going to see how many times we can flip that fucker.
I'm in.
I feel like if I'm gonna have the handout money, I'm literally gonna go out. I want to buy a beater with a heater, and I want to see if I could roll it or get it airborne as much as possible.
I wouldn't do that with a Toyota though, because those will last a long time. With only 127,000 miles on it, you can last that. That shit can last till 300,000 miles.
Well, that's what makes it fun.
But we don't want to destroy that car. Let's get in a different beater.
Are you gonna jackass it? Like, you know, get the rental car and then just fucking bring it in the demolition derby?
100%. It's either that or I want to go to the IBS convention. I want to have a Porta-John there. I want to serve everybody Jardinera. And then I want to take that Porta-John and transport that to like a music festival, have the video running, and watch everybody open that thing up and walk away very quickly. That would be entertaining enough for me.
What did you call it? Jardinera?
Jardinera, yeah.
Giardia?
Wait,
Jardinera.
Wait, what did you just say, David? Wait, say that one more time.
Jardinera?
It's Jardinera. Oh my God, you guys.
It's Jardinera, yeah.
What is
No, not era. It's Jordan. I can't even say it now. Fuck off.
Jardinera? What the fuck is that?
It's called
Jardinera.
Jardinera. Yeah, it's what I've always called it. Like, everybody's got their way of saying it. Like, some people call it a Euro, some people call it a Gyro. I call it Jardinera.
It's Jardinera.
What is this?
It's that it's like that spice mix that you put on Italian beef.
Yeah, it's got like the peppers, the
Oh,
carrots, the celery,
okay.
the spicy olive oil. You know, it's
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a nice little topping.
I literally thought you were talking about Giardia, which is like a parasite. that
Well, what you call
causes-
Jardinera?
He eats that on his
Yes,
Italian beef
all the
all the time.
It's causes
Goes on smooth?
foul smelling stool. So that
No, it's pretty much the same thing, man. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right, I was gonna say that's
you eat
what
you
it
eat
is.
enough Jardinera, you're shitting fountains of like everything. It's bad.
Jesus.
Yes, liquid
Yeah,
poop.
and like you're running, you're scared.
You
Mildly
get that little
convenient.
feeling that you're gonna shit your pants, and then you end up really doing it.
Like you're running and your knees are so spread out because you're clenching your asshole that you're afraid that your knee is going to hit the door frame on the way in. Like, it's bad,
Man,
but it's delicious on an Italian beef.
it is the best. It's one of the best toppings, even the mozzarella cheese.
But you got to remember, everybody else in the U.S. does like a pulled pork Italian beef, which is weird. They don't do sliced like we do.
Awkward people.
I
man.
know.
Portillo's. Hey,
Yeah, the Portillo's version is the best version. So
I would agree with that. I'm not a huge fan of Portillo's, but they do have some, like their chocolate cake is bomb.
ooh, chocolate cake shake.
Oh yeah, that too.
God. Oh yes, baby.
I agree with that.
I'll pay $100 for a piece of lemon cake from them. I don't have a problem doing it.
You'll pay $100?
If it's the last piece of lemon cake, yeah. If they're telling me it's the last piece in the restaurant, I'll pay $100 for it. Like, I like it that much. I'll pay $100 for it. I don't have a problem doing it. Like, it's not a problem. I think it's that good.
I'm out. I'm broke. I can't do that. All right, Spencer. What about you? Do you have any more stimmy monies?
I mean, I do. I have plenty of it. I would not break my hand.
Mildly
If I
convenient.
could
You
just
broke
give
your
them
hand.
money and it pay for, if I could pay for that, and so I wouldn't break my hand, then I'm in.
Spencer's like, I got my handout money. Had to pay a hospital bill.
That's pretty much where it's going at this point. Especially visiting the ER that night. Oof.
I got my handout money. My kid bought 1,500 games on my iPad. Here we go.
Oh man.
It's literally his handout money.
Yes. We should call it his handless money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Handless. Money.
Handless money.
Just one hand.
Hey.
That's all right. I make plenty of jokes. Like I was like, I could do the robot a lot better now.
Dude, I bet you make a mean motherfucking peanut butter and jelly. with that thing. Like, it's just like swipe, done.
Oh my goodness.
Like you could probably like go to a homeless shelter and like knock out like 500 sandwiches like in 20 minutes. I could be done. Just swipe and swipe, done. Treat your hand like a paintbrush. Dip it in the gigantic ass jar of jelly.
Oh man, yeah. That
And
it was like, and then just slap.
Yeah,
slap.
that's exactly it.
any materialistic thing you would purchase? Anything else?
Not that I can really think of. I mean, I also bought the audio interface. That's pretty much all I bought. Besides the tablet. So nothing crazy.
Okay.
Oh, I would buy a pallet of Busch Light. How's that?
It's hot. It's hot pallet of Busch Light.
Oh,
Why does that make a difference? It's Busch Light.
Ooh. Oh shit.
because some people have better taste buds than you dumbass.
I just look at it and like, oh, what's the minor inconvenience of having a pallet of Busch Light? Having a pallet of Busch Light. That's how I look at it.
I don't know where I would put it, so that's a mild inconvenience.
I don't know. How many brats do I have to boil? The only mild inconvenience at that point is I ran out of brats. That's how I look at it. So
I was gonna say warm, and then I was like, wait a second. I feel like Spencer somewhat likes his Busch Light, or at least can tolerate his Busch Light warm. So,
right.
You know, that is true. When I'm having a Busch Light and I'm sitting outside and enjoying the weather, if it gets a little bit warm, I'll still drink it. But if it's like sitting in the sun for too long and it's been open for long periods of time, then we're talking dump that shit, one for my homies, and I'll just grab another beer.
Once the beer just gets hot, even if it's closed, like it just doesn't come back. Doesn't matter the beer.
It doesn't bother me. I don't refrigerate the majority of my beer. I just leave it in the dark corner of the garage.
Yeah, but that's still not hot. That's still like cool, warm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Room temp.
And I drink it like that most of the time. It never bothers me, but I don't.
Again, that's still different. Like if you got hot though, you would not drink that beer.
I am a disgusting human being. I will drink like a 4-day-old like A&W root beer that's been in my car in like 90-degree weather. I'll still drink it. I'm
You
fine
are a
with it.
disgusting human. Got it. Okay.
Like if it's wet, I'm drinking it. Done.
You're gross.
I know. I've heard this before. I know.
Oh,
Won't be the last time.
Here's another minor inconvenience. That pallet was hand delivered nakedly by Matt.
Oh, I would open arms, baby. Come on over.
And then he
You gonna
dove
walk
on
up the
it.
steps with me too?
He dove on
Listen,
it.
the only way that makes this actually special is I need like 1 tube of Vaseline. I am going to need a shit ton of what milk of magnesia so I can shit it out. And I'm going to fire a Busch Light straight halfway out of my butthole dispenser in the air. It might have some poop on it, but he's going to catch it.
And then I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And start.
He's
chugging
going to have
that
to
bitch.
stone cold it, but it's going to be fine.
It's the new.
I'll do it.
It's the new Oreo up the butt.
It is the new Oreo up the butt, exactly.
When you said you with this whole naked thing, when you said that you needed Vaseline, all I could think of was the freaking oiled up dude from Family Guy, the
greased
guy
up
that
naked
runs around,
greased up,
the greased
deaf
up
guy.
naked guy.
Greased up deaf
Oh
guy.
yeah, greased. That's it.
You're
That's
never
it.
gonna catch me.
Maybe I can. Oh.
This is before you guys, but Striptease with Demi Moore years ago. And I was like a super young one when that came out, so I know you guys were probably still in diapers at that point. But the governor of the state governor goes, "Don't you ever could just cover yourself in Vaseline and wear a cowboy hat all around? Like, that's fine, you know? Why not?"
That's funny.
Like I said, I'm not kink shaming anybody. It's what you got to. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, if you like it, you like it. Anybody else have any mild inconveniences or anything that they're gonna buy with their stimmies?
A bottle of Pappy Van Winkle.
I have no idea what is that.
Yeah. What is it?
Probably like the most sought after bourbon around generally. Like you get like older Van Winkle, you get Pappy Van Winkle. everybody always clamors for it. There's a huge market for it on the secondary where everybody overcharges like crazy for it. So if you actually got a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle and you got it at the real price, like maybe $175, $200 with your stimmy money, you'd be pretty happy.
Have you ever had Pappy Van Winkle?
Yes.
Damn it.
No.
I was gonna say it actually
It's
tastes
only
like
water
garbage.
in the bottle.
It's like I sent you guys this like a couple months ago. I was sitting at a bar like down in the middle of nowhere, and they had like shots of they had like old Rip Van Winkle, Pappy Van Winkle, everything, and I was like, "How much for a single of Pappy?" They're like, "Oh, $17." I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'll do that." Like I jumped on it. I'm like, "Are you shitting me? You must have done something wrong. I'll do that." And how much for that old Rip Van Winkle? 14. Oh, that'll be 15. Yeah, I'll drink one of those too. So I got sauced off super high grade bourbon that night.
Now, with bourbon and whiskey in general, the aroma is something that everyone clamors for, not just for the taste. It's anything like beer as well.
That nose, baby.
You got to get that nice little tip of the nose aroma. But here's your mild inconvenience. It smells like what's inside this cast. And it's pretty sweaty and it stinks a little bit right now.
AKA Spencer put it in his cast and just rubbed it. He had an itch, okay? And he used that.
No, the whiskey is poured through the cast so it gets all of that excrement and then poured right into the bottle after that.
Oh, Jesus.
I put that bottle on eBay and I sell it on the secondary market.
For $500.
For $500. Get my money and walk away. That's it. You call that a mild inconvenience? I call that, hey, enough money to buy another one.
Revenue. Oh, man. It does stink, though. Oh, yeah. It's a bad smell.
You've only had that on for like 3 days and it already smells that bad. That's
Spencer's already smelling Bigfoot's dick over there, so it's like getting awkward already. I know.
He's getting high off his cast.
We'll just go full Anchorman. It smells like a turd covered in burnt hair. It smells like Bigfoot's dick, and it just goes from there.
What is it? It smells like Indian food wrapped in a baby's diaper or something.
Yeah, exactly.
This is worse than when the raccoon got in the copier.
Poor Spencer's wife. Hopefully she sleeps on like the left side of the bed, not the right side of the bed. So she doesn't.
She does. Yeah. She does. And it's even worse because when I sleep with it, I have to sleep on my side because it needs to sit at a certain angle for the pressure to kind of relieve itself from the cast. It's such a pain in the ass, man.
Have you skipped a day of showering now?
No, actually, I haven't.
Okay, good for you.
I showered yesterday. We just bought plastic wrap, and all I do is just throw the plastic wrap over it, and then hop in the shower and take a quick shower, and it's just simple shit.
I was wondering if you like showered like a guy making a right turn on a motorcycle with your arm up.
I do.
Yeah. Yes, please. Yeah.
I solemnly swear.
I'm game for everything, guys. Trust me.
I state your name. I state your name.
Yeah.
Please, sir, may I have another?
Yeah. As a matter, actually, there's like a little ledge where all the soap is. I had to put it there for a hot minute because it was getting tiring to hold it up for a minute. Even though it has plastic wrap, I just didn't want the water to get into it. So it was pretty fun. A new experience. Any other things that anybody's gonna buy with their stims, their Biden bucks?
I know you're not buying a new PS5 controller.
No, I'm not buying a new PS5 either.
I was gonna say.
Oh, okay. I got one more. I'm buying an Xbox One from my buddy Scott. I know they got the new Series X, but I wanted the Xbox One just to have it, and he's selling it to me for $100. So
You have a broken hand for the time that you start having it.
oh shit, I do. Yeah.
All the D-pad buttons are stuck.
No, they're sticky. They're sticky. Oh, that's the worst thing is having a sticky remote.
What is it? The stick drift.
What'd you say?
Stick
David?
drift on the joysticks.
Oh yeah. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I need to buy like 4 repair kits because I keep on handing my youngest kid like the controller that like stops working, and I'm like, here you go, play it on the Xbox in the basement. I'm just gonna get a new one. So I actually need to buy the repair kits because I've got like 6 of them now at this point that I need to repair, and that would be great.
Yeah, I think having a sticky D-pad or just buttons on the controller would be the worst. I think that'd be the worst mild inconvenience.
3 gigs of storage would be the worst inconvenience.
Oh, especially on those games nowadays when they're like 30 to 50 a piece.
I looked at like I have it like
That's not even minor at this point. That's a major inconvenience.
For 3 gigs, fuck yeah.
I have a Series X, and I've got like both the Call of Duties on there, like Modern Warfare and like the new Black Ops game, and that's like eating up the majority. With Valhalla, my hard drive is pretty much toast. Like I got 75% of that thing taken up.
You need an external hard drive, is what you need.
Probably, yeah. But I just keep on deleting things as I'm not playing them, and that's
let's just say you have only a 200 gig, and that's still a minor inconvenience.
That is a very minor inconvenience still.
I'm pretty sure the one he's selling me is a terabyte, so thank God.
Of course. Well, I mean, they don't make anything less than 500, which is still that's still a minor inconvenience. Like
I was going to say like 4 or 5 games, and that's already 500 gigs.
Yeah, depending on what the games are. Which for what you play, that's a lot.
That's tough. If you have a 500 gigabyte Xbox, you might as well get one of those special parking spots closer to every store.
Because you handicap?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how I look at it. That's got to be tough.
Oh, man. All right. That was pretty good. I like that one. I think that does it, though. Nobody else? Perfect. Let's see here. Let's get into our shout-outs. Who won, who lost? Who did the tally? Because I didn't, because I can't write anything with my right hand. Anybody?
I did the tally. And obviously Matt lost if we were going by the rules because he spoke.
Because he talked way too much?
I mean...
I always talk.
I mean, he's supposed
That's
to.
another one. I know.
It would have been like 150 to like 7-3.
All right, bottoms up there, sweetheart. All right, well, we don't have anybody new on our Facebook or Instagram, but I do know that our last few posts have been getting some good traction, and I really appreciate you guys' likes and all that out there. If you are listening, please just tell people. Word of mouth, man.
We have one new follower on Instagram.
Oh, who is it?
Poison Ivy Pub.
Oh, I love Poison Ivy Pub. It's a great place. And I know that Matthew has been there once or twice.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
allegedly. Of course, allegedly.
They might have some of the best garlic parmesan wings I've ever had.
Oh, don't you tempt me with a good time.
Oh, they're sticky and good. I was pretty unbelievable.
Are they stickier than Spencer's new controllers?
100%.
Oh, okay. That's real sticky then.
100% more.
Oh man, that is pretty sticky then. All right. Well, that does it for us here at 3 Dudes, 1 Beer. Matthew, any final thoughts?
No.
Great. David, any final thoughts?
Titties and beer.
Great. Spencer. Oh. Titties and beer. Great. And for me, I have nothing as well. Just don't be stupid and trip over dogs.
Oh! I watched WandaVision.
Oh, thank God! Finally.
I didn't like it.
I don't like you.
I didn't like it. I thought it was.
It's not all that great either.
It wasn't that great. Everybody made it out to be this amazing show, and then I was like, the last episode was like heart wrenching. Like it's stupid. She said goodbye to her kids that didn't really exist, but that would kill me, and like everything. I was like, that sucks.
Yeah, I agree.
Like that.
Yeah, it was terrible. Terrible ending.
I think you're both wrong.
Well, no one cares what you think anyways.
I held up my end of the bargain, Spencer. It's time for you to watch Blue Mountain State.
I told you I have 8 to 12 weeks at this point. I'm going to watch it. I promise. I got it this time.
All right.
Anyways, thank you guys for listening, and please be sure to email us if you have any questions. You guys all know the email. I'm not going to say it. If you do have a chance, though, drop us a review on Apple, Spotify, Pandora, or even iHeartRadio, or whatever podcasting site you use. That does help us get the word out, and we really appreciate the reviews. All our social media is linked in the show notes, so be sure to come say hi and join our amazing community on Facebook or Instagram or even Twitter. Until next time, I'm Spencer, and this is David.
Yeet.
And this is Matthew.
Hello.
And that'll do it for this week on 3 Dudes, 1 Beer. And remember, hashtag make 4 inches big again. Why don't you drop that yeet for me there, Matthew?
Yeet!